Hi, my name is Kate and I do not have an intro, so this is what you're getting. Today I wanted to do something very chill and very chatty, which is what I love to do. I just want to get ready with you guys. I have a few errands I need to run today, like I need to go to Trader Joe's for some groceries and, fun stuff like that. So I figured I would just record my makeup routine and chat about some stuff because life's kind of fucking crazy right now. Hence why I also have no makeup on and I probably look a little dead, a little scary. And I'm gonna be looking down at my mirror most of the video because, getting ready. I have to dump all of my products onto my desk because I don't do my makeup here. I do my makeup on the floor like a crazy person. I don't know why it's so much more comforting to do my makeup on the floor in front of the mirror. I used to have a full desk situation. I want to make sure I don't look crazy at least. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I'm just gonna look a little forehead for most of this video. Just fine. My hairline has definitely gotten more masculine, I would want to say. There is so much to talk about. Just to give you guys an idea of when I'm filming this, the elections results for presidency just came in this morning, so the 6th of November, which is a very scary time right now for people who live in the United States, especially us trans folk who are very scared for the legislations and the changes that are to come in the future. So today is just kind of trying to look after myself and my mental health, not to spiral or doom scroll on social media. Do my best to get through my day-to-day life, because there's not really much else I can do other than just make myself kind of feel like shit about it. Just trying to keep in mind that there are tons of regulations and laws need to go through, and we have a very slow-moving system to kind of keep things in place. So yeah, that has me kind of on edge, and I hope everyone else out there is kind of prioritizing their mental. I just had to move my mirror. I feel like it just needed to be a little closer to my face. When I sit on the floor, I can get real up close and personal with it, but other than that scariness that's kind of happening and going on, I am in the final stretch of getting all of my mental health diagnosed and dealt with. I'm currently going every week and doing primarily a ADHD diagnosis. I'm seeing therapists and am with a clinic who specializes in ADHD and LGBT patients, which is super nice. I did my second appointment literally yesterday, and my last one is next week, and then they'll send my lovely psychiatric nurse who's been managing my medications. They'll send her a huge report, and then we will get me medicated for what I need. More stimulants rather than SSRIs, which they're two different types of medication, and I needed to get a formal diagnosis to be able to get prescribed stimulants for ADHD. Definitely more of a, I know I have ADHD and I just need to go through the proper steps to get it diagnosed. Throughout a ton of my appointments, when I was being asked questions, I would get a lot of welcome to the club, or yep, I know what you mean, because everyone in the clinic has ADHD. So if that didn't also convince me that I definitely do, I don't know what would have. I've been definitely trying to hold back with face makeup recently. I'm gonna definitely do some spot concealing and stuff, just because I have a few breakouts from stress here and here above my eyebrow. I am very shiny. But overall, my skin's been doing a lot better than it has been. I definitely feel like earlier this year was the worst it has been. I just had so many active breakouts, and it was so demoralizing, and it really took a big hit on my self-confidence and just my mental health too. I definitely this year wanted to do more content creation. I just couldn't, in a way, because I just felt so icky with my mind and my appearance, to be fair. And I definitely think getting back into content creation, or just YouTube especially, and streaming eventually. I'm still trying to not burn myself out and go too fast with what I want to do, because I know my mind's in a fragile state right now, and I'm trying to make sure I come into everything that I create with a healthy mind and a good mindset, and just making things that are like true to me. But like coming back after, you know, being more popular when I was younger, in a world where like Instagram is no longer photos and stuff, and it's now like a lot of short form content like reels, and like obviously in the TikTok atmosphere of creation, which is like short form content is never anything I like to do. You know what I mean? Like all of my videos are relatively long because I like to like have more of a chatty presence to my online persona. Like I want to stay as true to me and who I am and how I like to create things, even if it's not super normal right now. Even if it's like not the most watched or not everyone's thing, you know? Yeah, for this, I just wanted to even out my base a little bit with something a little more heavy coverage. So I just went in with a concealer brush and a milk cream foundation, and I kind of am loving how it looks. Obviously, I'm still very shiny. I haven't set my face yet. I worry if I go in with the BB cream I'm using, I'm going to lose a lot of coverage. So I'm going to go in with a very, very tiny amount, because I kind of am loving how this is looking. I'm just going to put it more in the middle of my face and blend it out from there. This also is a little darker. It's more my summer shade rather than very, very pale milk foundation stick. I'll add warmth back in a second. Yeah, so sorry for my face being so reflective. It's just gonna kinda be like that until I set it, I think. I just like to go in with a lot of creams before I set my face. I like to be rather glowy. Yeah, I'm like really in between shades right now, so I've just been like warming everything up with like a little too much bronzer. I really feel it today. We just had daylight savings, so that always makes me feel so fatigued and icky. I had a therapist recommend that it's good for people with ADHD and just like depressive moods to take vitamin D when daylight savings happens, because most of us have a correlation with low vitamin D. This looks a little crazy. I need you to trust me and trust the process for a second. Go back in and blend around it, because I did use a teeny tiny bit too much, which is okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to pick up some vitamin D gummy supplements just in case I start feeling a little extra gloomy because of seasonal depression and whatnot, and having a vitamin D deficiency. You know, you go out less in the sun. Except I've been trying to go on walks, you know, to like a coffee shop in the morning or whatnot. I took a stroll to my pharmacy for my testosterone today. Even though it's not sunny, that was my form of vitamin D. I love spraying setting spray between like my creams and then doing my powders and then setting it again. I feel like it just stays on 10 times better that way. Now that that's kind of dried down, I'll finally start setting things and looking less reflective. Like, that's already crazy. I can't remember if I talked about this in my video like 3 weeks ago when I came back, like my life update, that I was hospitalized because of a panic attack for the first time ever. I'm not prone to panic attacks, so it was very scary. It made me jumpstart into trying to take my mental health a little bit more seriously and get my diagnoses and like try like harder to really find something like a medication that works for me to pair with something for ADHD. And I don't think I can stress it enough that if your body and your mind is so overwhelmed and overworked that eventually if you ignore it for long enough, you just basically shut down. I can't stress how important it is to recognize that sign and give yourself a break. For some reason, it made me feel so guilty to take some time off of work and really knock myself into gear and really get a jump start on prioritizing myself. My therapist recently said that he likes to call that internalized capitalism, which I thought was a funny term. He was like, I don't even think it's really a term, but obviously it like notions to the fact that we're taught from such a young age that we need to like contribute to capitalism and we need to like work and be like a normal functioning member of society and the economy and whatnot to feel like we have any self-worth. So like obviously because I was taking time off of work, I felt guilty and unproductive and like a failure, when in reality had been a week I took off of work. Since then I've been like picking up shifts here and there when I'm able to with all of my appointment. I really can't talk and do my eyeliner. It's quite literally a curse. I genuinely really can't tell if these are even or not yet. I've been doing eyeliner since I have been in middle school. I'm in my 20s now. There will never be shame in cleaning it up with a Q-tip ever. We all make mistakes. For some reason, it stopped recording, but all I did was finish on my eyeliner and put mascara on. Oh my god, as I was saying, for some reason, I've been loving wearing brown mascara and brown eyeliner recently. It's like the perfect balance of still being a little extra and glam, which I've been loving, but it's not so intense like the black wing and mascara that I used to do like a few years ago. It's more soft and everyday that I like to do now because I like the look of less makeup but still obviously makeup. That was a little too watery. I've also been doing my fake freckles recently with literally a face paint palette. I literally use this one from Mayron, and I just use the brown in there, and I don't think I'll ever buy actual like freckle product ever again. Are probably the cutest and the easiest freckles I could ever do. I've tried Freck, I've tried ColourPop's freckle pen, I've tried just about damn every freckle product has ever existed, just because I take freckles so seriously. I don't think there'll be anything running out of my makeup routine anytime soon. Some days I opt for them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes people are very weird about them when I have them on. They'll compliment them and I always go, thanks, they're fake. But there was this one guy that came in to my job at the cafe, started going on about, do you know those Facebook albums that you can have like a ton of photos on, but you can only have so many until Facebook tells you can't have them? Well, I found a way out of it, and I just have people's freckles on a ton of them. This guy's like wife was literally standing next to him and not saying anything. Like, hey, your husband's being fucking weird. Why aren't you saying anything about it? This is normal in your guys' relationship? Sounds like he's gonna like skin me and try to take off my fake freckles. So I'm glad I didn't tell them that they were fake, because I feel like he would have gotten very, very offended or like weird about it. Anyways, I don't know how I got to that story, but now I have freckles on. I'm gonna put blush on too. As you can see, I like to literally spray between every single thing that I add onto my face. It's just feels nice, and also I just feel like it does something. Even if it doesn't do something, fuck it. It feels nice, and I like the way that it makes my skin look, because I obviously like to be a little glowy. Can't believe there was a time ever in life where I didn't wear blush. That's scary. Anyways, now that like I'm actually on an antidepressant or mood stabilizer, it's like an antidepressant and a anxiety medication called Prestique, and I've been on that for over a month, and honestly, it has me in such a better mood, and I'm super excited to have finally found a medication that works for me. But since I've been on that, I've actually been able to, and also working a little less, I've actually been able to take kind of like better care of myself, if that makes sense. Like, if you have depression, or if you know what depression feels like, you know that like doing anything, especially like cooking for yourself and taking care of yourself, is so hard. It's such a task. Now that I have that part kind of managed, I'm actually able to cook myself better meals and like take care of myself a little bit more. I did wash my hair and I did put product in it, but I feel like it's just like not looking the best, so I'm going to add some water into it. I've actually been like cooking myself more meals and like thinking more about my health, which has been super game changing, honestly. I never thought I was gonna have the energy or the motivation to do something. For the longest time, I just felt like basic human survival is kind of like all I have energy for. Today, I definitely feel like that just because, obviously, the election results are not in trans people's favors. It felt so dystopian going to pick up my testosterone and like fearing that one day that like I couldn't have access to that is genuinely like scary and mortifying, and I feel like I have to keep all of my extra vials just in case the worst happens, you know? I don't mean to be like such a downer, it's just like these are genuine fears and things that like trans people need to think about. That is scary as hell. But yeah, that's why I have only energy to like take care of myself today, go get some food, went on a little walk, do things I can control, and try not to get in my head too much about it, which obviously doesn't sound like I have been doing, but you gotta let yourself feel feelings, you know? Even if they are like genuinely life-changing and mortifying. So I apologize if today's video was very low energy. I did have a fun time though, just like filming myself doing my makeup, and I hope that you enjoyed my rambling and it just felt like a fun little FaceTime call or something. Just know that I'm here trying to create a little bit of a safe space on the internet while things are so scary right now for us in the United States. Take care of yourself, look out for your mental health, be there for one another. Just know that my love's with you, and whatever happens, we'll all be here together. They can't get rid of us and they can't erase us, so I'm just gonna continue being my genuine true self as a non-binary person and do my best, you know? What else can you do? Other than that, though, that's all I have today, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. I really don't care. Leave a comment and subscribe if you want to see me pop up in your timeline here and there. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or night. I'll see you in the next video.